Hello everyone, Brian Underwood, CEO of Rippln, and I'm coming to you with part 2 of our AppShare series. Obviously by now, if you're watching this video, you're aware of the app frenzy that the Rippln community is starting literally all over the world. And I can tell you that number one, we feel very blessed and privileged to have the quality of people that are helping lead this initiative for Rippln that really see the big picture and truly are doing something that has never been done before. And so today what I want to do is come on and really talk to you a little bit more about our AppShare program and helping everyone understand not only the expectations, but also some of the guidelines. And number one, I want to start off by just sharing with everyone that we are in beta with our AppShare program. And so this has been a concept that we have been not only incubating for the last year and a half, but it's been something that we've literally put tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars into and hundreds of hours on aggregating the right relationships out in the marketplace. But all of these relationships and all of this technology hinges on one aspect. And the most important component to this entire initiative is you. It's the player that has the influence in the market that's sharing these apps with their friends, family, and the people that you come to know. And I've been talking a little bit about this over the last 48 hours, and that is once entrepreneurs truly understand that you have the ability to be the linchpin in this entire app game. And when you talk about apps today, you know, this is an industry that is brand new, literally 5 years young. But you have to ask yourself, what is the industry looking for? And that's where I believe that the Rippln platform and you as the players are the most important ingredient out in the marketplace. That's why app publishing companies are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars on trying to get their app out in the marketplace, trying to get downloads, trying to get installs. They're trying to get their market share. And what they're doing right now is trying to use your influence so the app can go viral. And obviously a lot of us have seen a lot of apps go viral, from Candy Crush to Angry Birds to Voxer, just to name a few. And some of these apps have valuations of hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars. Instagram, that was purchased by Facebook for over $1 billion cash. But I want you all to think about this. You had a ripple effect with those companies in driving those apps. This is the conversation that we started a year ago that the entire world heard the minute we started our Buzz campaign in April. It makes common sense, doesn't it? But no one has ever tracked your ripple effect from sharing apps, or more importantly, rewarded you. And that's where the Rippln concept has been incubated. And over the last, obviously, 6 months, we've been validating the model and getting our architecture in place in the platform and tracking the ripple effect from your conversations, you know, also commerce as well as apps. And so one of the things I really wanted to illustrate is this AppShare game that we're playing and giving you the ability to go out in the marketplace, find other entrepreneurs, get them to power up to be a player, and then participate in the AppShare program is amazing. Because it's amazing because we're already seeing people earn money for getting their friends to download an app that they would probably play anyway for absolutely free. From a business perspective, I want you to think about this for a minute. If the app community and all of these businesses out there are looking to get market share, they want to get your influence so your friends will download the apps when you ask them to. So my point by reiterating that is I want you to understand that you are the linchpin in the marketplace. Is once we start driving app downloads, it's amazing the leverage that we have in the marketplace. And you know, right now we're in beta, which means we're testing 5 apps in the market. And when I say beta, we've already gotten great feedback. We saw a couple issues in the first 24 hours. One of them was because of the amount of pressure we were putting on the system, the share link, when people would click on share, would bring up a blank screen. That has been fixed today. And there was a couple other little glitches that weren't very widespread that we've already gotten feedback from you as you guys are using the system, sharing apps, and getting rewarded. And obviously, the other issue was in your Play tab. When you clicked on Play and you looked at your cash rewards, those cash rewards are the cash rewards that you get for personally sharing those apps. So you can track your cash bonuses as you refer someone to one of these apps, they download it. So most importantly, what I want to do is really talk to you about the importance of us keeping these relationships that we have negotiated for you with our app publishing partners. And what's so important about this is that the more good downloads that we get, then the more leverage we have in the marketplace. And guess what? The more money those app publishers are going to want to pay you in the Rippln community to go get downloads for them. And so the guidelines that we're getting ready to go over is something that I believe as partners we have to maintain from the top down. And that is, what is a good download versus a bad download? And this is very important, right? Is what type of download do you get paid for? Number one, as a company, we will not tolerate nor endorse any type of trying to game the system or any type of fraud. We'll have a zero tolerance policy for it. We don't want a few people to, make a huge mistake and mess it up for millions. And the reality of it, this concept for you and for the other entrepreneurs out in the marketplace, this concept for you and other entrepreneurs out in the marketplace has the ability to not only go viral, but literally generate millions and millions of dollars for getting other people to download apps for free and use those apps. And so the flip side of the coin is that if we let that happen and we get bad downloads, then the bounties that these app publishing partners that we've negotiated, they're not going to pay us as much money, they're going to pay us less money, number one. And number two, we risk them saying, you know what, we don't want you referring our apps at all. Why? Because they're bad downloads. Because as companies, what they want to do is they want to get users that use the app so they can drive advertising revenue and they can drive in-app purchases and they can make a return on their investment. And so instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on billboard ads, they're willing to reallocate that to our community in the Rippln platform. And the cool thing about the Rippln platform is not only do you get a cash bonus, but the bigger your Ripple is, the more indirect money that you make based on other players in the Ripple referring apps out. And so let's get into right now, what is a good download versus a bad download? Number one, a good download is a user that installs the app, and once the app is installed, they open the app and they go through the tutorial to play that app. Makes sense? That's a good download because we know that number one, they not only installed it, but they opened it up on their phone and they went through it. They played with it. That's a good download. Now, an awesome download, and we want awesome download. Look, awesome takes practice, right? And for us to be awesome, what we want to do is we're going to pay you, obviously, coaching rewards for coaching other players on good downloads versus bad downloads. And you're going to get weekly bonuses for this. So an awesome download would be a user that installs the app, they open the app, and they actually play the game. And they may play it 2 or 3 times a week on any given month. That is the best download that we could ever hope for within the Rippln community. Now, obviously, we can't monitor everyone that's downloading apps, but you know what? We can do that ourselves and be product of our product. And so that's the one thing that we want to encourage and we want to focus on. Now, the contrasting view is what is a bad download. A bad download is someone that just installs the app. They simply install the app. They don't open it, they don't play it. An even worse download is when someone downloads they install the app, the user installs the app, but they have already installed that app. There won't be any money paid out in the rewards plan if someone has already installed that app on their phone. So it's only one bounty per download, meaning we fingerprint that app per device. And so just to review once again, as a bad download is someone that, number one, installs the app and doesn't open it, doesn't play it. Or number two is someone that downloads the app but they've already downloaded it before. And once again, is we do not want bad downloads. Bad downloads equal less money, or no apps. And our goal is to literally build this catalog over the course of the next year to hundreds of apps that you can go out there and share with your friends, family, and the people you come to know. Now, the cool thing about being the linchpin and getting paid for your influence based on your ripple effect in this market is with apps, mobile engagement, everything's connected to it. Think about it. There's an app for everything. And so we have the ability, as we start building success with these referrals, to literally, as players within the Rippln community, we want to negotiate the ability for you to generate income off some of these apps as well, just like we do with all of the people that power up with our integrated apps such as PhotoGuessaroo and coming up with the Rippln Communicator. But I want you to think about for a second the future of what this means. It gives you the ability to touch a lot of different industries, right? Because there's an app for finance. There's an app for health and fitness. There's an app for productivity. There's an app for communication. And so what we want to do is use this conversation to go out and reach the masses, because it's common sense. You don't have to be 18 or 68 to realize that this conversation is prevalent and real to everyone all around the world. And what we truly believe is with the Rippln platform, the Rippln tracking system, and the Rippln technology, you have the ability to not only be the linchpin, but as an entrepreneur, also profit from the value that you create in the market. So that is a quick update for today on the AppShare beta. One more reminder, remember that we are in beta, and we're asking you, the players in the community, to give us constant feedback, as we're going to constantly make the user experience better and better. But the bottom line is, think about how many people we know that would be interested if they could go out and share an app with others and get paid when those other people download it for free. It's very obvious. There's going to be a ton of people get excited about this. We look forward to working with each and every one of you. And with that being said, we're overwhelmed by the amount of success already, and we look forward to the future. And stay tuned for Rippln 2.0. A lot of exciting news coming your way, and we will be doing updates very quickly and very shortly on the Rippln chat app, which obviously a lot of you saw in the last video that we are right now in beta testing, and it is absolutely awesome. Huge. Our hats are off to our team. We literally have a world-class team that has innovated in the space of communication and the communication app. So we look forward to bringing that to you really soon. And with that being said, once again, the game is on. So we'll talk to you all soon.